The year has been bearable. I miss Willie more and more each day, though. All he did when he was alive was just remarkable. My husband dedicated his life to being a great salesman. He traveled all over America to sell products and never got the recognition he deserved. 36 years he gave. 36 years to the Wagner family firm, and they fired him at the age of 63. He was living a crummy life in his final year and tried to end that crummy life. He just cost us more money on repairs. How many times did he need to crash that car? It never worked the way he wanted it to, until it did. Now, Willie Loman, my husband, was not a crazy man. He was sick, and I tried my hardest every day to make him feel sane. He saw people that weren't there, but I played along like I could see them too. When his brother Ben would visit his mind, they would talk about their talented father and his flute invention. Ben would mention his own time in Africa and his success during his 4 years in the jungle. I pretended he was there so that just for a little while I could act like Willie wasn't sick. The sick I speak of is not the common cold, but sick in the head. His own sons thought he was crazy. What I know about his illness is that he visualized real events, but with a better outcome. This sickness brought him more happiness than reality ever could. I remember when he dreamed of Biff. Our son never graduated high school because he couldn't pass mathematics. Every time Willie imagined this past, his resentment toward Biff grew stronger. Biff hated him for it. He never forgave Willie for that day so long ago when he could have saved him from failing. From that point on, they fought constantly, about the simplest things even. Biff broke the 5th commandment to honor thy mother and father. He never honored all his pop did for him. Harold, our other son, always tried to stay away from the fights. After a few years, Willie started taking his anger and stress out on me. I knew he still loved me very much, but his anger scared the heck out of me. Biff stood up for me, and so they fought again. But I forgave Willie every time because he was just tired, right? No 63-year-old man should be on the road all day for work, for God's sake. Willie asked Howard for a job where he wouldn't have to travel such long distances. But rather than negotiate with him, the damn kid fired Willie. This led to more depression until soon after when he finally took his own life. He just couldn't bear it anymore. I forgave him for it just as I had every time he yelled at me. I loved him with all my heart and wish he didn't have to go that way. In the end, Willie had big dreams. He was so charismatic and deserved to be successful. Those dreams got the best of him. They did. They wore him out. He visualized popularity and never had the chance to make that become a reality. He'd never have a home with 2 guest houses for his sons and their families. Willie dreamed up a better life of being well-liked and died the death of a salesman.